Okay, so I was scrolling on Instagram and I came across this video of this woman who was, I guess, at her child support hearing just to see how much child support she was going to be awarded. Now,
Would you be in agreement for child support to be set at $307?
For all three,
Yes, ma'am.
like 100 a piece.
$307 would be the child support amount that would be ordered. Is what we're asking? Are you in agreement or disagreement with that amount?
I'm saying, is that like 300 per child?
We don't do
No,
per
it's
child.
three.
Three
It's a
total?
yes.
No.
Okay. What is why are you in disagreement?
They're boys, they're in sports, they're constantly eating, they're constantly growing. Everything is so expensive. It's One is about to graduate soon and he's getting ready to do like all his other school activities. I just don't agree with $300 at all.
from my gathering, she had three sons, right? And she was awarded $307 for all. Now, granted, I do agree that's low for three boys, but we gotta look at certain factors. One, you're gonna notice that she complained about the amount, which I think most women in that circumstance would, look at that amount like what. But again, I don't think women have a realistic view of what child support is for. Child support is literally assistance. It's help. You almost want to look at it as like government assistance. Please let me know what form of government assistance fully covers whatever it's supposed to cover. It helps, right? It's more than what you had. And that's what women fail to realize. So if she was only awarded $307 a month for all three kids, then that shows you his income could only afford that amount, okay? Child support is supposed to be 50-50. Okay, so she's looking at it $100 a child, but no, if she were to add her cut of $307, that then bumps up to 200 per child. But women typically don't want to factor in their cut because they have primary custody or full custody. But that was a choice that you made, right? Typically, women want primary or full custody. If you have to share that custody, that will bring down or potentially bring down your child support. But most women want to be able to get as much as they can get, so they go for full custody. But you now have to account for that child being with you full time, which means your bills are going to slightly increase to accommodate that extra person that is now living with you. Okay. So, but the father doesn't owe you for that. When you decided to have your child, you understood that however you move was going to incorporate another human being. He is not responsible for the fact that you also decided to have a child and that child is now going to increase bills in your household. He is there to provide assistance, but his child support is not going to cover everything, especially if what y'all are trying to cover is based on what you feel the child needs, right? Child support is supposed to cover necessities. Here's the other thing. Whenever the child is with the father, y'all are not, sending the dad money to contribute to his bills increasing, but y'all are expecting child support to include the increase in bills at the mom's home. When I checked, as functioning adults and as healthy and functioning parents, you're supposed to make sure your kids are good regardless of what financial aid or government assistance you're getting. Child support is government assistance. That means you're not doing it by yourself. So if you expected a higher child support payment, then you should have had sex with somebody that made more money. Okay? Period. And a lot of y'all can't even get the men that make the type of money, which is why you're upset at what you're awarded. Okay? So again, child support is literally for assistance. Like, I can empathize with her, you know, it's not a lot of money for three growing boys, but again, be grateful because some women are not even getting that. The other thing that's typically not factored in with child support is typically men who are on child support are now responsible for medical, right? So typically the child goes on the father's medical insurance. That's an expense that the mom doesn't have to cover. So while you're thinking that, child support should be higher, your child is also getting other benefits that's being provided by the father. Typically, that's medical insurance. Okay. Also, you have to take into consideration, if the amount is that low, how often does he see the child? More time that the child is with the father, that should drop the child support as well, because he's going to have almost equal expenses like the mother.